the woods in October. There's low sun. Even in the middle of the day, the sun is in your face. Leaves are starting to turn. It's like confetti as you walk through the woods with leaves falling down. I've spent a month trying to catch my first naturally falling leaf. But as I run to catch, the wind takes it in new directions and I've failed so far. But it's been fun. It's amazing when you know a woods well, how different the seasons feel within the woods. Between the woods and my garden, I feel so connected to the wheel, so much so that I think I'm going to change my altar in the house. I think I'm going to take sabbats off my altar and use my altar inside for something else, because this is my altar. This is my connection to the wheel. And there is magic within this living altar. There are sections of the woods that have different energy. I can feel it here. If magic is about energy, then the woods is a magic holder. I've started bringing gifts to the woods, and when I forget to bring something, I pick up the first thing I see of interest. On this walk, it was a white feather, and I popped it in my pocket, knowing exactly where I was going to leave it. For there is a really special place in this woods. It's a place of brokenness, a tree that I walked past daily that overnight suddenly got wrenched out of the ground, the fallen tree. A place of brokenness, its roots torn up. I really connected with that broken tree. I've lived through that tearing, that sudden ripping where the ground won't hold you anymore. And that broken place has now become the most magical place in the woods for me. And I think there's a lesson there. I think the broken tree holds a really important lesson. What was unexpected and traumatic that breaks us is often our green light to growth, to learn the lessons that we just couldn't learn before. It's often our initiation to magic. The fallen tree as a place of brokenness in the middle of the woods reminds me of that, and the energy here is spectacular. This is the path to the broken tree. My gift giving to the fallen tree is just a nod to this magic that comes from the broken places of life, the initiation to magic that the hard times bring, the lessons we must learn, the people we must let go of, the self-love that we must embrace, and the hope for living a life that is ours and not a story written by somebody else. This fallen tree and the trauma and the brokenness of this place in the woods that is so laced with skin-tingling energy just reminds me that this is life. I leave my gift and I give thanks for the hard lessons that brought the most freedom, the most magic, the biggest changes. Those steep learning curves are often trauma-laced, but they are also the most incredible path to magic. The lesson of the fallen tree and its brokenness, our brokenness. Mine it, look deeply, for it's often magic laced. There are other places in the woods too. We're just coming up to the tree circle up here, and the dogs, without fail, their energy becomes a little crazy here. They'll run around the circle. They tend to stay close as well at this point once they've run around the circle. There's my gift. Always, within a few steps, I find my gift. The energy here at the tree circle, it changes. Some days it's light and welcoming. I've heard whispers here telling me to come in and find gifts, and they've always been there. Sometimes it's very dark and oppressive. The dogs always come close to me on those days, and we walk quickly past. This path has a different energy again, and it's on this path that I sometimes see a black low square shadow. I can't explain what it is. I've never caught it on camera, but it's there in the edge of my vision, square and black, and never quite able to be seen clearly. This is where I can sometimes get spooked in the woods. And then I spot it, not a black shadow, but a naturally falling leaf. I run and one-handed, I catch it. My leaf to look after till next autumn. Thank you, trees. The goddess sings and I hear the wind. I love the woods. My living altar, my portal into playing with tree spirits and fairies and nature spirits For feeling energy, this is a magic classroom. And for gratitude for the broken places that opened me up to magic I would never have known was there, to different paths, and eventually to self-love and hope. There is magic in all the paths we walk, including those that bring us to brokenness and rip us up by the roots to start again. There is magic in all of it, given time and the turning of the wheel.